So this is my art piece. This is what I decided to do for my final project. To start off my presentation, I do want to touch on why I decided to do a female fist. So in the Hispanic culture, I've always seen male fists portrayed as very powerful, very like tusk, very broad, very veiny, sometimes dirty, and that's meant to represent power. But when I see a female fist, I think of soft or delicate. And it's not, society doesn't really take a female fist to be as powerful as a man's fist. So when doing this, I felt very uncomfortable because it felt out of place. I felt that I had to do a man's fist. However, going out of my comfort zone, that motivated me more to do a female's fist. And so as I started to do the female fist and started to do the nails and started to do the images inside it, I felt very powerful. I felt that the image was powerful. And it portrayed a lot of strength and a lot of hardship. And so I thought that was a great way to start off the piece as doing a female's fist. And I also wanted to connect the female fist to the many deaths that are happening now currently in Mexico. Many females of all ages are dying, and it's very sad to see, and I also like to connect that to this. To continue, I also put a lot of images that you could see here. I try to keep the colors neutral. Some of the events that I included in my fist were the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo. I also included the Zoom suit. However, I ended up putting the Zoom hat to represent that. I also did the farmers' protest, the Bracero program, but instead I did a landscape of like the farm. Because I think when thinking of the Bracero program, I think of like agricultural work. However, I know they did like railroad work and other things, but to me what pops in my head was agriculture, so that's why I did this. And then I also did Dolores Huerta with her megaphone, and then I also did Cesar Chavez, and then I also did a little flower that Diego Rivera always was known for him to use in his paintings, the Kaya flower. And then I also did the butterfly to represent immigrants and to represent also like freedom for people to be where they want to be. I also did the cactus to represent the deserts that many people have crossed, and I also did the symbol that was very well known in the Chicana movement. And then I also did the people protesting for education. For example, the Lemon Grove case, when people did want equal education and they didn't want to be segregated from the other students, because that's discrimination. And so I think all of these I know there were more events that happened, but I think that these, in my opinion, were the most impactful in the Chicana movement. And I think that the reason why I did this is that I wanted my audience to be not only children or like teenagers, but people of all ages and of all races, just to acknowledge like where you came from and to acknowledge like other history that happened, and to just take it all in and just be aware of like that's what happened, and just know that this is just the beginning. This is what helped us start our journey, and every single day that we live is just another step into shaping us, because we are not just one identity. This is not just what makes us us. There's more to it. You're a brother, you're a sister, you're a husband, you're a wife, you're a teacher, you're multiple things, and this is just one step, one part of you. And it's just nice to have this and bring awareness to all of the events that happened in the past, and just have this be not forgotten, but just talked about more. Because I remember in my classes, in my history classes back in high school and elementary, they've never touched, when taking this class, all of these topics were new to me. So it was very nice to like learn this and to just be aware. And so I think that in conclusion, the Chicana and the Chicana movement and any Hispanic movement should be not forgotten and should be talked about more. And that's definitely what I'm going to do, because I really liked learning about this, and I feel like in my future I would like to be part of or identify in some movement. Thank you and have a nice day.